Imagine you're hiking with friends deep in wild ancient nature. The path is dusty, the air alive with possibility. Suddenly you spot something extraordinary, a giant rock shaped like a colossal mushroom, its wide cap balanced on a slender stem. You circle it, marveling at its impossible form. How does it stand? Was it carved or shaped by some mysterious force? Your friends gather, equally amazed, questions buzzing in the air. This is a mushroom rock, a natural sculpture formed not by hands but by the patient work of wind, water, and time. Join us as we unravel the secrets of these stone giants. Some stories of our planet are loud and sudden, but the tale of the mushroom rock is told in whispers over millions of years. Wind, carrying sand, scours the base of a rock, while rain and water seep into cracks, weakening the lower layers. The softer rock below erodes faster than the hard cap above, slowly sculpting a narrow stem. Nature's forces collaborate grain by grain to create these gravity-defying forms. Each mushroom rock is a unique masterpiece, a snapshot of geological artistry. They are living chronicles, inviting us to witness the slow, powerful creativity of the natural world. Let's look closer at how these wonders are shaped. The name mushroom rock fits perfectly: broad cap, slender stem, just like a forest mushroom. But they're also called pedestal rocks, highlighting the impressive way the top is held aloft. In some places, they're known as goblins or hoodoos, names that spark the imagination. No matter the name, the defining feature is always the same: a wide top balanced on a narrow base. These rocks stand out as natural statues shaped by time, not by human hands. Their many names reflect the wonder they inspire. What matters most is the story they tell. To understand a mushroom rock, examine its parts. The cap is hard, erosion-resistant stone, nature's helmet. The stem below is softer, more easily worn away. Over time, wind and water carve the stem, while the cap shields it, creating the iconic shape. It's like a layered cake in the rain. The hard icing stays, the soft sponge erodes. This process, called differential erosion, is the secret behind their formation. Mushroom rocks are composite structures, hard cap, soft stem, built by nature's patient hand. They're a perfect example of how materials and forces interact to create beauty. Mushroom rocks seem to defy gravity, their heavy caps balanced on thin stems. Their stability comes from a well-centered mass, nature's careful engineering. Erosion carves the stem symmetrically, keeping the balance for centuries. But this act is temporary. Erosion never stops. Eventually, the stem weakens and the cap will fall. These rocks are fleeting wonders, a moment of perfect balance in a changing world. They remind us that even the most solid features are temporary. Each one is a monument to the power of slow, persistent change. The wind is nature's invisible artist, sculpting with grains of sand. In deserts, wind-driven sand blasts the base of rocks, wearing it down while the top remains untouched. This focused erosion carves the stem, leaving the cap broad and heavy. Over countless centuries, the wind's patient work reveals the mushroom shape. Each gust is a tiny tap of the sculptor's hammer. Billions of taps create a masterpiece. The result, a monument not to violence, but to the gentle, ceaseless power of wind and time. Mushroom rocks stand as silent witnesses to this artistry. While the wind sculpts dry environments, it's often joined by water. Water, in its many forms, is another of nature's patient carvers. Even in deserts, rain falls, flowing over rocks and into cracks. This runoff wears away stone. Water also uses frost wedging. Water seeps into cracks, freezes, and expands, widening them. The mushroom rock's cap acts like an umbrella, shielding the stem. Runoff creates a drip line, accelerating weathering at the pedestal's base. Water works with the wind in a slow dance of erosion. It dissolves and wedges, weakening the stem. Water is a key artist in the mushroom rock story. Its patient work creates a delicate balance of form. Beyond wind and water, chemical weathering uses an invisible chisel, working at a molecular level. Rocks are made of different minerals, some easily changed by water and air. This decay helps form a mushroom rock stem. Rainwater, a mild acid, seeps into the rock and triggers reactions, dissolving minerals like calcite that cement sand grains. the rock weakens, and grains are carried away. This is more effective at the base because it stays damp longer. The cap, made of tougher minerals, remains strong while the stem weakens. It's a silent process that complements abrasion, weakening the stone for physical elements. This creates a dramatic sculpture. The creation of a mushroom rock is the result of a grand collaboration. Wind, water, and chemistry are the musicians. Each element plays its own part to produce the final masterpiece. First, chemical weathering weakens the rock. Then, water washes away material. Finally, the wind sandblasts the surfaces, carving the details. The secret ingredient is the rock itself. A hard, resistant layer on top of a softer layer is the sheet music. We are witnessing a geological symphony. Each mushroom rock is a monument to the power of the elements. Our global tour of nature's rock sculptures begins in the vast grassy plains of the American Midwest, Kansas. Here lies Mushroom Rock State Park, home to some of the most famous and accessible mushroom rocks in the world. Rising from the earth, these formations invite you to marvel at their shape. Made from Dakota sandstone formed millions of years ago, they are a classic example of differential erosion. Unlike desert formations, these are surrounded by life, like friendly natural statues placed here for us to find. One looks like a perfect mushroom, a testament to erosion, a geological wonder in the heart of America. Visiting feels like stepping into a natural art gallery, a powerful reminder that incredible wonders are found in unexpected places. Our journey takes us across the Atlantic to North Africa. Deep within Egypt's western desert lies the surreal White Desert, or Sahara El Beida. Here the ground is brilliant, white chalk formed from fossilized sea creatures. Scattered across this floor are hundreds of otherworldly rock formations. The wind has carved the soft chalk into an incredible array of shapes, including mushroom rocks. Some formations are enormous, others delicate, appearing in clusters. The brilliant white reflects sunlight, making the landscape glow, especially at sunrise and sunset. Local guides have given imaginative names to many formations, bringing the landscape to life. Traveling through the White Desert is like walking on another planet. The silence is profound, broken only by the wind shaping the scenery. The White Desert is a magical environment, a natural museum of wind-blown art. From Egypt, we travel east to the arid terrain of southern Israel. Here, in the Timna Valley, stands the iconic Mushroom Rock, a singular, magnificent example that has become a symbol of the region. This formation is a masterpiece of geological art, sculpted from vibrant red Nubian sandstone. The story of the Timna Mushroom Rock began millions of years ago. Over millions of years, flash floods and powerful winds went to work on the sandstone, carving away the softer layers. The result is a stunningly picturesque sculpture. Today, the Mushroom of Timna Valley is a protected natural monument, representing the area's history and natural beauty. Our rock tour journeys to the fantastical landscapes of Utah. Here we find Goblin Valley State Park. The valley is filled with thousands of strange rock formations that locals nicknamed goblins. Many are mushroom rocks, though more rounded than others we've seen. Walking through this valley is unforgettable, surrounded by a silent army of stone creatures. The rocks are entrada sandstone, eroding into rounded, bulbous shapes. Water carved the initial shapes, then wind refined them. Goblin Valley is unique because of the sheer number and density of formations. It's an entire city of them. You can wander freely, feeling like an explorer on a strange world. This whimsical valley shows us the playful side of geology. For the final stop on our world tour, we travel to the heart of India, to a place where geology and ancient human history meet. The Bhimbetka rock shelters, a UNESCO World Heritage Site in Madhya Pradesh, are famous for their ancient cave paintings, some thousands of years old. But nestled among these historic shelters are also magnificent mushroom rocks. These formations are not just geological curiosities, they are part of a landscape sacred to humans for millennia. Here, the story of the rocks is woven together with our ancestors. The mushroom rocks at Bhimbetka are carved from massive sandstone outcrops that rise above the surrounding forest. Over immense periods, wind and water have eroded these rocks, creating deep overhangs and freestanding mushroom shapes. The cap of these rocks provided natural shelter. It was in these very shelters, at the base of these giant stone mushrooms, that prehistoric people made their homes. On the protected rock walls beneath the overhanging caps, they painted scenes of their daily lives, hunting, dancing, and images of animals. These formations stand as silent witnesses to human creativity. They are the canvases for some of the earliest art ever created. Looking at a mushroom rock here, you can imagine ancient artists grinding pigments and decorating the stone that gave them shelter. The rocks provided a home and a place for cultural expression. They were an integral part of life, their shapes likely inspiring myths and holding spiritual meaning. The mushroom rocks of Bhimbetka remind us that these geological wonders have always been part of human experience. They are more than scientific phenomena. They are landmarks with cultural significance. They connect us to a deep, ancient past, showing how ancestors lived in harmony with nature, using its features for shelter, inspiration, and art. These Indian mushroom rocks, standing guard over prehistoric paintings, are a powerful symbol of the enduring relationship between humanity and our planet. Mushroom rocks may look like whimsical works of art, but to a scientist, they are like open books. Each layer of rock is like a page in a diary, and the shape of the mushroom rock itself is a summary of the story. Geologists can read these stone pages to understand what the environment was like millions of years ago. The very existence of a mushroom rock tells a powerful story about erosion, demonstrating how different forces shape our world. Scientists can measure the rate of erosion and see the effects of wind and water. These rocks are natural laboratories, providing critical data on the processes that constantly reshape our planet. They are like natural weather vanes that have been recording climate data for centuries. A scientist sees a treasure trove of information. They are silent, patient teachers offering lessons in geology and the incredible history of our planet. Long before we had maps or GPS, people needed ways to find their way across vast and often featureless landscapes. In the wide open spaces of deserts and prairies, a distinctive rock formation could be a lifesaver. A single unique mushroom rock could serve as a crucial landmark, a point of reference that could be seen from miles away. For nomadic tribes, traders on ancient routes, and early explorers, these natural signposts were essential for navigation. They were the original landmarks, guiding generations of people safely across challenging terrain, their familiar shapes a welcome sight on a long journey. These natural towers are not just important for people, they also play a role in their local ecosystems. In a flat, exposed environment, the overhanging cap of a mushroom rock can provide precious shade from the scorching sun. Small animals like lizards, rodents, and insects often seek refuge at the base of these rocks to escape the midday heat. The shade also helps to retain moisture in the soil, allowing certain plants to grow where they otherwise couldn't survive. They become small, localized oases of life, creating a microhabitat that supports a variety of desert creatures. The nooks and crannies of a mushroom rock can also provide a safe home for wildlife. Birds might build their nests on a sheltered ledge of the cap, safe from ground-dwelling predators. Snakes might find a cool, dark crevice in the stem to hide in during the day. Even the rock itself is a surface for life, with hardy lichens and mosses clinging to its weathered sides. These formations, which seem so barren at first glance, can become bustling centers of activity for the local wildlife, proving that even in the harshest environments, life finds a way to take hold. For modern travelers, mushroom rocks have become landmarks of a different kind. They are destinations in themselves, attracting tourists, hikers, and photographers from all over the world. Many are located in national parks and protected areas, drawing people out into nature and encouraging them to explore the beauty of our planet's geology. They are natural celebrities, their unique silhouettes appearing in countless photographs and travel guides. They inspire a sense of wonder and adventure, reminding us that there are still incredible magical places to discover, often just a short hike away. Mushroom rocks hold a special place in the human imagination. Their strange shapes have inspired stories, myths, and legends in cultures around the world. Our ancestors saw them as the work of gods or magical spirits, becoming sacred objects. As in Bhimbetka, India, they provided shelter and a canvas for early human art. They are historical artifacts that give us a window into the beliefs of ancient peoples. They continue to spark our imaginations and remind us that nature is the greatest artist. They bridge the gap between science and story. The world of mushroom rocks is full of fascinating secrets and surprising details that make them even more incredible. One of the most mind-boggling facts is the immense amount of time it takes for one to form. We're not talking about just a few hundred or even a few thousand years. The patient work of wind and water can take millions of years to sculpt a single mushroom rock. This means that the rock you are looking at might have started forming long before the first humans ever walked the earth. It's a true relic of deep time, a sculpture that has been in the making for an almost unimaginable length of time. You might also be surprised to learn about the incredible variety in their size. When we think of mushroom rocks, we often picture large, impressive formations. And yeah, some of them are truly gigantic, towering over 10 feet tall and weighing many tons, like the giants in the Egyptian desert. However, mushroom rocks can also be incredibly small. In some places, you can find miniature versions that are no bigger than a small stool or a garden mushroom. These tiny pedestals are formed by the exact same processes, showing that nature's artistic principles work on both a grand and a miniature scale, creating a whole family of stone sculptures. Another important fact to remember is just how fragile these ancient structures can be. Even though they're made of solid rock, their balancing act is a delicate one. The thin stem has been weakened by erosion over countless centuries, and honestly, it doesn't take much to cause damage. Simply touching the stem can dislodge loose grains of sand, and climbing on the rock can accelerate the erosion process significantly, potentially shortening its lifespan by hundreds of years. They've stood for millions of years, but they're vulnerable to our touch, reminding us to always look with our eyes, not with our hands, to preserve them for future generations. Planning a visit to Mushroom Rocks can be unforgettable, but go prepared. Mushroom Rock State Park in Kansas is a great place to start. The trails are short and gentle, perfect for a family hike. Be a respectful explorer and leave no trace. Stick to marked trails and don't climb the delicate rocks. Prepare for sun and wind. Bring water, sunscreen, and sturdy shoes. Bring your camera and curiosity. Appreciate the natural forces that created these sculptures. It's a connection to our planet's history you'll never forget. Our journey through the world of mushroom rocks has shown us nature's peculiar and beautiful creations. From Kansas to Egypt, to Israel, to Utah, we've seen how simple forces create something extraordinary. These sculptures are the result of patience, the power of wind, water, and time. We're looking at a story that has taken millions of years to tell. In our fast-paced world, these formations offer a profound lesson. Great things are achieved through small, consistent efforts over time. This patience is nature's artistry. A mushroom rock is a symbol of this process, a fleeting moment in a geological story. It is a monument to the power of patience, inviting us to appreciate the creative forces that shape our planet. The story of the mushroom rock is an invitation to look at the world with curiosity. Our planet is a living museum filled with art and stories. You don't have to travel far to explore. Look closely at the world in your backyard or local park. Every stone and river has a story to tell if we listen. As you explore, become a guardian of these natural treasures. By treating nature with respect, we protect these wonders for future explorers. It's our responsibility to ensure that its art galleries remain open for all time. See the world with the eyes of a scientist and the heart of an artist. Step outside, look closely, and listen.